a lawsuit nightmare.
Widespread problem that doesn't get enough attention in higher education.
That's been the most frustrating. No one will listen to us.
Never ignore official court documents when they come to you because it might have real-life consequences.
Fort Wayne University sues a student who doesn't even go there and wins. How is that possible?
That's what her family asked 15 finds out. We uncovered what you don't know about small claims court can cost you.
When thinking about college, Callie Banuelos knew she wanted to live on campus instead of with her mom in Columbia City. She remembers considering Purdue Fort Wayne, where she was taking dual credit courses in high school.
I never talked to any counselors, advisors. I never scheduled any classes. I never toured the campus. I was just looking at housing options.
She ended up at IU Bloomington. While there, she received a summons to appear in small claims court in Allen County because they said she owed money to Purdue Fort Wayne.
$1,174.75.
She was told she broke a housing contract that she didn't know she'd signed and never paid a deposit.
Never put down a deposit.
Because she'd never received any sort of bill or late notice, her mom, Latricia, thought it was a mistake, but applied for online court mediation.
And so I thought, well, this is our best option to get all of this cleared up. And we never heard anything back. I thought at that point, okay, they realized that they found their mistake and it's over.
But here's the thing about small claims court. Most people don't know how it works.
Do not ignore a notice of claim or a summons from a court.
Andrew Thomas is a lawyer with Indiana Legal Services, a nonprofit law firm that is overwhelmed with work.
The rules of our legal system are usually set up so that if you do not show up or reply or answer, whatever it is that that paper is telling you to do, you will lose. It's called default. So if you don't show up, you will lose by default.
It's almost like companies are counting on it. Pew Research says 7 out of 10 debt collection cases end in default. When people do show up, only 1 out of 10 has a lawyer. Courts are designed to hear both sides, but too often that's not what's happening. Your right to an attorney is available only when you're accused of a crime. According to public data, Allen County saw nearly 11,000 small claims cases last year, more than a third of the civil caseload. And nearly 10,000 times last year in civil court, the defendant didn't show up. The county tells us 6,300 defaults were in small claims. That's 25 times every day.
It might have real-life consequences.
For reasons unknown, Callie's online mediation never happened, so the hearing went on without her. The judge simply heard the PFW side. She received notice PFW was garnishing her wages.
They said she can pay $50 a month. And on top of that, they're adding the attorney fees and the court cost.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth, so I hope you got it.
Callie came back from Bloomington to go to court with her mom, who had a folder of documents and facts. But because mom isn't a lawyer, she was told she needed either to leave the room while Callie testified, or she could stay in the room as moral support, but had to be quiet.
And I didn't think that was right.
Afterwards, Callie admitted she wasn't ready to carry the load in court.
I was just frozen, shut down because I was so overwhelmed and scared because I had never been like in a court place like that.
The judge never heard their claim. It was all a mistake.
I was angry, I was mad. It was unjust.
The evidence against her? The lawyer for PFW produced an email to Callie's account that said her contract had been signed and that the email had been read. The judge stuck to the original ruling.
I mean, I wish I knew what it was that she checked or what she filled out that created this.
No one's ever met with Callie or her mom to explain the charges. Remember, the summons was the first time the family knew they owed anything. Latricia's theory is that no one verified the housing deposit, or federal money that helped pay for the dual credits somehow was misapplied. Since Callie had a PFW email from her dual credit courses, the school assumed she was a full-time student.
Like, she didn't maliciously or intently deceive them or take anything from them. But this is that important to them that they would do this? And if they're doing it to Callie, who else are they doing it to?
We wondered the same thing. In 2023, IU Bloomington took 0 students to small claims court. Purdue and West Lafayette took 1. Indiana State in Terre Haute comes in second with 207 small claims cases. Purdue-Fort Wayne, in 2023, 343, with an enrollment between 6,000 and 7,000. That means in any classroom of 20 students, one of them will face a judge.
I do think it is appropriate for universities to try to get back taxpayer dollars.
Spencer Deary is a state senator from Lafayette.
And so I don't want to see universities aggressively or maliciously going after students.
He passed a law last year to allow the 135,000 Hoosier students who owe money to their schools to have access at least to their university transcripts.
It's a fairly widespread problem that doesn't get enough attention in higher education.
What process does PFW have in place to keep students out of small claims court? We don't know. They wouldn't tell us. Despite numerous requests for an on-camera interview or even an email explanation, all we got back was, "We respectfully decline to comment on this reporting." We looked on their webpage. It shows helps available. They told Callie to talk to her advisor. The problem was she never had one. And we found this warning on the bursars page that it said, if you find yourself falling behind on college payments for any reason, there can be serious consequences. Indiana State didn't tell us why they use small claims court. IU in Bloomington and Purdue in West Lafayette didn't tell us why they don't. The only explanation came here from Ivy Tech, Fort Wayne. They say they have staff in place to work with students on a payment plan. If that payment plan falls through, they will turn a student over to a collections agency, but that agency doesn't use small claims court. Instead, they target the tax refund a student gets from the state of Indiana, which is allowed by state law. As for Callie, she finds herself under a court order for the next 2 years, paying $50 a month to a school she never attended for a dorm she never stepped foot in.
So we're left in the dark, and Callie's the one paying the price.
Now, we should note that since we started our 15 Finds Out investigation, the PFW website no longer warns of serious consequences. It does still mention small claims court and an added fee of 33%. And if you're wondering how much money Ivy Tech collects by targeting tax refunds, the 7-figure answer is on Wayne.com.
Now.